Emotion.
Like the state of being happy.
Okay, state of being happy sounds like the definition of a dictionary. Okay, state of being, yeah, and it's correct actually.
Yeah.
State being
Or
happy and
an emotional state.
an emotional state. I would say is correct. An emotional state of being happy. Uh, you cannot say usually the result of, you can say positive sensations or
Or success.
the result of success.
Mm, fulfillment.
Fulfillment. That's a great word. Fulfillment. What else?
Mm, could be satisfaction too.
Satisfaction. Satisfaction. Perfect. Very good, Mickey. Thanks. Can you give Mitch a word to define, please, that you think is not so easy?
Um, liked.
Light.
Mhm.
Okay. What is
Mm,
light?
um, an an object
An
or a
object
space
or space.
or uh, a state of feeling. No, no, erase that. The space, the state of feeling. An object or a space which um, the sensation it's luminous.
Luminous.
Uh, and the and we can see all the things better for the absence of darkness.
Okay. An object. Well, that's debatable. The last part is really good. This that you say, which the sensation is luminosity. So
Not as an object.
it's not an object, right? Do you
Oh, well,
agree that it's
could be an object like well, okay, no, an object. I was referring like booths or screens. I don't know, but well, yeah, it's okay. No, an object.
would you agree to say that it's a form of energy?
A form of energy, it could be better.
It's a form of energy in which the sensation, or in which the sensation, let's change that for that provides, that provides, or that provokes the sensation of luminosity.
Yeah.
Luminosity, and thanks to which luminosity is luminosity, and thanks to which we can see all the things better due to the absence of darkness. Okay, very good, excellent definition. Well, as you can see in all these definitions, what is very important is to be able to say these words in boldface. A form of energy, a form of energy, right? What Mickey said, emotional state, a garment, a vehicle. This is crucial when we want to define anything, right? Let's see if we wanted to define, for example, let's define the very wasted but useful word love. What is love? First of all, what is love?
Mm, Could be an emotional state too.
Emotional state. Is there something characteristic of love? If there is something characteristic, then you can use the word characterized by. If it
Um,
has
feel care for someone or
in
something.
which you show care for someone, right? Someone or something, probably. Maybe you love your plants, you love your garden, you love your, or you would say that love is only for people.
No.
I think um, I think yes of the pure kind of love, and think the about objects it's kind of different. Is I don't know how to express it. Mm, okay, this is very difficult. Um,
But you would agree that's an emotional state, as Mickey was saying.
it's an emotional state, but the pure kind of love it's just for people, and it just could be the friends, the family, girlfriend, boyfriend, but for objects it's different. I don't know how to define it or what's the correct word, but uh, okay.
Okay, so you have, well, we are defined. All right, we can discuss, we can debate the characteristics, but we all agree that it's an emotional state, right? And that
Mhm.
is important. Let's talk about more intangible items. Well, love is intangible, but it's very present, right? Let's
Hmm.
say, let's define advantage. What is an advantage?
Advantage?
Advantage, yes. What is advantage? You have the advantage. Well, what is advantage?
Mm, could be like a condition
A condition. A condition is a good definition, actually. A condition in which,
that
or that,
that some circumstances are uh, favorable or better for you.
in condition that what chances are
Mm,
favorable.
I said circumstances.
Circumstances. That
Yeah.
circumstances. Okay, yeah, of course. Circumstances. So a condition in which, right? Probably is in
Mm,
which
yeah.
circumstances are favorable to a person,
Hmm.
to a person, or yeah, that you compare to, no? Right? Normally, you have an advantageous situation if you have more knowledge, if you have more wisdom, if you have more experience, if you have more wealth, if you have more connections, you have many situations which are advantageous, right? What other situations can be advantageous in which circumstances are better for a person or more favorable?
Mm, maybe if in situations you think you said.
Yes, 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 yes. In
Or,
which situations or circumstances are more favorable for a person?
mm, maybe if, for example, in a competition, a group start to practice a lot of days before the others.
Right, yes, totally. Yeah, very good.
Teacher,
Very good. Yes, Mickey.
could you with me just 1 minute? I need to go to the bathroom.
Of course, yes, take your time.
Thank
Don't
you.
worry. So, right, that's a very good definition, a condition in which circumstances are favorable to a person. Now, another one which might be difficult to define, let's see, fresh, freshness, freshness,
What means that?
frescura. What is freshness? What you say? Well, what is freshness? Is you may argue that it's easy to define, but probably not so easy.
Mm, oof. Okay. Um. Oh my God. What happened?
You're okay. Everything's okay. I don't know. I'm
The
back.
my screen start to parpadear.
Blinking,
Mm-hmm.
blinking. The screen was blinking. Okay, well, but now you're back to normal, right?
Apparently.
Apparently, okay. Yeah, something strange. I lost the sound, and it was weird. It lasted a second. Weird, a bit weird. Okay, but we're back to normal. Okay, so Mitch, what is freshness?
Maybe a sensation.
A sensation, absolutely. Sensation.
A sensation of hmm, being cold.
Being a bit cold, or would you say very cold, or just cold?
A bit cold.
A bit cold. But is it annoying or it's not annoying? It's pleasant sensation, annoying sensation. What kind of sensation is that? It's pleasant,
Uh,
unpleasant.
a pleasant sensation because it is a bit cold. It doesn't upset anyone.
Right, exactly, exactly. So it's a pleasant sensation of being a bit cold. Very good. So freshness. That is that is very good. Let's choose one more. Oh, Mickey's back. So we were
Yes.
defining freshness, Mickey, and
Hmm.
Mitch says, I believe she made a very good point of saying it's a pleasant sensation of being a bit cold, not too much. That's a sensation, a condition, an emotional state.
Yeah.
So look at the nouns that you have found for these different objects. An object, a sensation, a garment, a tool, a vehicle, a garment, an emotional state, a form of energy, an emotional state, a condition, a pleasant sensation. These words are key to defining a word or an object correctly. Let's do one
Yeah.
more. The last one is cat. This is very easy. What is a cat?
An animal.
It's an animal. An animal. Of what kind? Of what group of animals? Is it a mammal? A herbivorous? Is it a feline?
A feline.
Is it
A carnivorous feline.
fel- what? Which is a feline?
A carnivorous feline of little size.
Hmm.
Okay. A carnivorous feline of little size. Yes, it's small. Is it domestic or wild?
It's
Dom-
domestic.
So we can say from the beginning, domestic animal, carnivorous feline of little size, and which is characteristic of cats. They have whiskers, don't they? That has whiskers.
They pour.
They purr, they purr.
They say meow.
Say meow, meow, and are are they very or not very attached to their owners?
Mm, I think that
Mm,
depends.
depends.
Okay,
But usually, yes.
and are very attached to their owners. Okay, so that's a cat. So it's a domestic animal, right? It's an animal which is domestic. Very good. So this is important. When we define something, it's important to be able to use these words: domestic animal, pleasant sensation, condition, state. And they are not always easy to find, even in your native tongue. Even if you want to define, okay, define motocicleta. Ah, es una cosa para mover cosas. No, cosa is not right. You say a vehicle, un vehículo, right?
Yeah.
If you define scarf, una cosa que va, no, it's not a cosa, it's a garment, una prenda, right? Like Mitch said, which is the correct way to use it. Or what is love? It's querer. No, it's not querer. Love is an emotional state. So this word that you said, Mickey, emotional state, is very, very important when we make definitions. It's not only in English, in Spanish, but also in English.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when we do descriptions, normally we comment deeply about the elements, the characteristics, elements, characteristics. Also, occasionally we talk about the purpose, right?
Mhm.
Purpose. What else can we mention when we describe something?
Mm,
Size and colors,
yeah, the objectives.
adjectives, right? Adjectives or purpose, right? Objectives. Um,
No, sorry, teacher. I said adjectives.
Adjectives, right? Adjectives. All the adjectives, right? Correct elements. The purpose and some, yeah, and something peculiar, the peculiarities, right?
Hmm.
Mhm.
Peculiarities of of it, of the object. What can you describe? Can you describe only objects, or you can describe situations too?
Mm. Objects and situations.
Objects and situations, right? Let me then
I think that everything. I think that you can describe everything.
describe everything, right? You can describe everything. Okay. Okay. Let's use some elements to describe, some examples that we can describe. For example, describe a lovely house. How can you describe a lovely house? Which are the elements of the lovely house?
Mm,
Mm,
I
Warm,
think that with a garden,
It has a
a
garden,
building with a garden, or a construction.
a construction with a garden. What else?
uh, warm inside,
One inside. What is inside?
uh, que sea
What are the?
calientita.
Ah, it has to be warm, warm and cozy. Cozy is this feeling of mm, very, very warm, very attached. You feel really well, cozy, affectionate. You feel a lot of
Mhm.
affection, warm and cozy. What else does it have as a characteristic?
Mm,
Mm, beautiful.
with
Beautiful,
with water and light,
with light and what?
light and water.
Water. Okay,
Mm,
light and water. Okay. Uh, of course, when you describe something is specific, right? You say this house, this lovely house has a garden, so you can say this in particular, right? Specifically, this this lovely house is a construction with a garden, warm and cozy, beautiful, with lights and water, with light and water. What else can make it beautiful?
could be not only say it's a construction. We could say it's a big construction.
It's a big construction
with a beautiful garden.
with a beautiful garden, warm and cozy. Well, so we remove the word beautiful
Yeah,
with light and,
and
and water. Okay.
sounds weird with light and water, but
Oh, why is having light and water so important to make it lovely, Mitch? Or good illumination, maybe. Is that what you're referring to?
Well, it's the basic recurses of a house.
Okay. Okay, yeah, very good. But in particular, this is not only a standard house, this is a lovely house. So it must have that by default.
Oh. But imagine a house without those
Okay,
two.
with no light or no water. Yeah, that would be an ugly house
Hmm.
or unfunctional, dysfunctional house. Okay, let's describe another object. Describe um, something that you truly like. Many boys say that's a pretty woman, and many women say that's a pretty boy or handsome boy. Right? The elements of beauty. That's a lovely cat. That's a lovely tiger. That's an amazing. The concept of beauty is very common in descriptions, right? Concept of beauty. Concept of beauty. But the concept of beauty itself is not always easy to define. So describe beauty, right? Or beautiful objects, lovely house. So let's choose, let me open a Jamboard for you guys so that you can choose 3 or 5 objects that you find as beautiful and describe them and why you find them beautiful, of course. Let me put here the Jamboard. Jamboard
yes, sure, thank you.
is, and then we're going to do one of the, no, I want to do new Jamboard here. Let's open a new Jamboard here. And it's gonna be called beautiful objects. And objects can be anything, right? So I would like to ask please to describe some 3 elements which are beautiful for you. This is beautiful
Okay,
because of this, of that, or of that. And describe them, give the characteristics. So let me share the screen with you guys here. The link, copy link. I put it here. I put it here in the chat, and I will
okay,
put it
sure.
here in the um,
Mhm.
here in the here.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you,
So
teacher.
yes, if you got it, please choose three elements, 3 items, 3 things that you can describe as beautiful and describe them, please.
Okay, yeah,
Okay. So let's motion. So invite. The ocean. Okay. Ocean is a nice topic to define.
Mhm.
It's things that we consider beautiful, or how we can define something beautiful.
Absolutely, yeah, because that is subjective. Beauty is subjective, so I cannot tell you this is beautiful. You are the one who can say, for me, this is beautiful, right?
Okay.
So,
Eugene.
Bless you.
thanks. Well, I was coughing. I have a little bit of I don't know why it's not discomfort in the throat.
Oh,
So
You should take water, teacher.
water, right?
A glass of
Yeah,
water. Yeah.
a glass of water. That might be the best. Let me run while you work on this. Let me run for a glass of water. I'll be right back. 1 minute, please. I'll
Yeah,
go get
teacher,
some
don't worry.
water. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
be right back. Thanks.
¿sabes cómo se dice deslumbrante?
Hmm?
¿Cómo se dice deslumbrante? Uf,
Yeah, no, the best remedy is water. Okay.
which other things we have to add?
Okay, three items that we consider beautiful and why. So I don't know who put the ocean. I think was you or Mickey.
Mickey.
Me, teacher.
It was you, okay. And in the second one, defined, describe, describe a beautiful ocean. Not in terms of, not in terms of its. Well, yeah, you describe the ocean, but an ocean that is beautiful. For example, if it has this crystalline
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Hmm.
colors, bluish, greenish, if you can see the sun in the sunset, what makes the ocean beautiful? What makes the ocean beautiful? So that is really an interesting question. What makes the ocean beautiful?
Uh, well, for me, the ocean is beautiful for all the mysteries and things to discover inside it. For the length of the ocean too. For all the animals that live there.
Okay, that,
Yeah,
that's a great description. You give a subjective, a specific, a personal definition or description of a beautiful ocean. For you, it's beautiful, but you can see probably, for me, it's beautiful because I can see the horizon where the sky and the ocean, the water get together. For me, it's going to be something different. Probably the waves, the tides. The tides go up and down. Um, the insertions in the beach, in the sand. I don't know. There are many ways to describe a beautiful ocean.
yeah,
What
yeah.
makes it beautiful? So that's a very personal description.
Okay, teacher. Yeah, yeah. I understand. Okay.
How can I say frutos, teacher? It's
Fruits,
also fruit? Yes?
fruits, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Very nice. Let's see. Here, ocean. I'm gonna increase the size a little bit.
Teacher,
Yes.
I want to write a little more, but on it is difficult to me in mobiles to write in Jamboard because it don't leave me the option to put a text box.
Oh, let me see if I can open the text box for you. I will put it in the second here in this image, in the second slide. Personally, know that it's not necessary to do. Try to write there. Let's see if you can write here, Mitch. Let's see
I
if you
can
can
edit
write.
the text box either.
You cannot edit the text.
No, but I can edit the text box.
You can edit it. Oh, okay.
Oh, my text was erased.
Oh, really? Oh,
No, it's okay.
It wasn't me.
a cactus.
How can you say conviviendo?
Sharing time. Sharing
Mm,
time.
no, but maybe if I'm talking about of our ecosystem, conviviendo en armonía.
You can just say coexisting in harmony. Coexisting in harmony.
Okay, yes.
Coexisting in harmony would be good. That would be something good.
Mm-mm-mm. Um,
The ocean. You can use another slide so that it's not so cramped.
okay.
There are other slides where we can copy our information. Beautiful. Cactus.
Most beautiful.
Guitar. 6 strings of guitar. Okay, that's a nice definition.
Mm,
We're allowed to be happy no matter what. Yeah, that's great. You acquire from them. Books, the books are unique for me for all the knowledge that you acquire from them. Every sheet has something special for you, and you can learn of any topic that you want. It's amazing all the quantity of things that you can learn with small objects.
Oh,
So nice definitions, really. An ecosystem, other colors, beings of life on the flora and fauna, everything coexisting in harmony. Harmony, I think, is with H. Each of them, it's kind of beautiful. Very good. Okay. There's the kitten, the cat. It's lovely.
Mhm.
It's very quiet.
It's kind of sleepy.
Okay. How many hours does she sleep a day normally? They sleep a lot, huh?
Like 16.
16 hours. Jeez.
Purring right now.
She is spoiled. She likes to be caressed.
finish, teacher.
Finished. Okay, very good. So let's read our definitions. Let's begin with yours, Mickey. What did you write?
My definitions are the definition of the ocean, of books, and guitar.
Guitar. Okay, very good. Let's read the definition of ocean, please.
Yes. The ocean is more of the 70% of the surface in all the Earth planet, and one of the most beautiful gifts. Oh, sorry. Here is
Oh, don't worry.
gifts
Yeah, don't worry. It's
that the
gift.
Earth gave us. There exist four different oceans in all the planet: Pacific, Atlantic, Indic, and Arctic. And for me, the oceans are unique for all the mysteries inside it.
If you talk about the oceans in plural inside them,
Inside them. Okay. Oh
since
yeah, because our ocean's not only an ocean.
right, there's many. Okay,
Okay.
very good.
Thank you,
Excellent
teacher.
definition. Thank you. Let's do number two. Books.
hmm The books are unique for me for all the knowledge that you can acquire from them. Every sheet has something special for you, and you can learn of any topic that you want. It's amazing all the quantity of things that you can learn with a small object
Right. Is all the knowledge that you can acquire from them. So here is
from them. Oh yeah, yeah, that's true.
from them. Every sheet has something special for you, and you can learn of any topic that you want. It's amazing all the quantity of things that you can learn with a small object. Very good, excellent. And let's do the last one, Mickey, a guitar.
Yeah. For me, the guitar is one of the most beautiful instruments that exist. All the sounds and rhythms that you can create only with six strings are amazing. Mainly, all the feelings that you can share with the instrument are the reason why, for me, the guitar and and music in general are beautiful.
Very good, very nice, and excellent definitions. Thank you. Let's see,
Thank you, teacher.
Mitch. Can you read your definitions, your objects, and the definitions? I mean, let's.
Well, actually, I don't put things pretty specific, except for the cactus. Maybe because I see the beautiful uh, sensation or feeling like something pretty subjective and pretty general. So I think it's pretty difficult to choose an object to define them as a beautiful. Then I put, for example, the people for the persons the concept of the beautiful or happiness that the people can have. For example, if someone are pretty happy with their life, with no stress, always finding or choosing the way that could be more pleasant for them. For example, if someone is sad because their their family don't, well, their parents don't are pretty strict with them, with the little things that for or activities that they really want to do. For example, use a specific dress. No, you can use that dress because what the people gonna say or something like things like that. And a person who wants to do that thing makes them sad for not doing that. For when someone understand of each person thinks different and always want to do the activities who which makes them more happy, everyone can be uh, coexist more in harmony and things like that. Also with the ecosystem, all the flora and fauna that coexist in harmony, it's pretty unique. I think I can add the cactus in them because all the beings, all the plants, all the animals are pretty unique. That I think I can add the humans in that category. Uh, each being feels different, each pretty unique, it's coexists in different way. That's the beautiful of the life and on the world, that everyone are different. Sorry for not following your instruction pretty well, but I can choose something pretty specific to define it as beautiful, and that's it.
Right. Well, these examples are pretty good. You show a lot of what you consider worthy, which is valioso, right? This is very important also. So thank you, Mitch. Thank you, Mickey. Um,
Yes, sir. Thank you.
these are all good definitions. Actually, they're good descriptions describing something. And narrations, well, descriptions use a lot of adjectives. That's obvious, right? Concepts of beauty, as you said a while ago, wide use of adjectives. That's obvious because if you want to make descriptions, you want to use adjectives. What type of grammatical elements would you need if you want to do a narration? What would be the grammatical, the most important grammatical feature? Most
Mm,
important grammatical feature.
What means a feature?
Characteristic
characteristic.
element. Yes.
Thank you.
So what would you think would be the most important grammatical feature or characteristic?
Mm, could be two descriptive words.
Descriptive words, yes, but if you narrate an event, a story, you make a narration, a sort of events and lots of actions. Well, what are the elements that you need to know of a lot?
The
Mm,
the correct words which
the correct order.
can to the public the most understanding message that you want to transmit.
To transmit? Okay, yes, but what
The
would you
order,
say?
teacher.
The order?
The order of the actions, or yeah, the order in the things happened.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. But which is the grammatical element that you need most in this type of? You have different grammatical elements: subject, verbs, adjectives, adverbs. prepositions, etc. Of all these, which one do you think is the most important when you do a narration? When you narrate something, which is the most important element that you're going to use in narrating something? Think, for example, of the Little Red Riding Hood. She went, she saw, she visited, she prepared pancakes, she
The
saw the world,
subject?
the subjects. Well, you can say, for example, the Little Red Riding Hood saw a wolf and started to chat with him. Here you use two adjectives, which is two subjects, which is the Little Red Riding Hood, and you have the wolf. These are the subjects. But how many verbs do we have? So we have saw, we have started, we have
Chat.
chat with him, and suggested to him that whoever arrived at grandma's cottage first would be the winner. Right. So suggested is another verb. To him that whoever arrived would be. So as you can see, there are two nouns, but there are one, two, three, four, five, six verbs. So the
Verbs.
element that is most common uh, is the verb. Ah, sí, tía, gracias. Sí, tía, gracias.
Ronnie. Ronnie.
So, I'm sorry, guys. As you can
No
see,
worries.
we have the Little Red Riding Hood and the wolf. So we have two nouns, but we have lots of verbs. So the element that is most common in a narration is the verb, because you have lots of actions. Just here in red, we have saw, started, chat, suggested, arrived, be, etc. You can write many more just between two characters, the wolf and Little Red Riding Hood. Okay, so let's see a narration that you can do. You can narrate anything. Let's see an interesting narration. Let's go to slide number 3, and where you can narrate a comic episode. A comic episode that you had or suffered, or that you or a friend had. That you or a friend had or suffered. Sometimes you suffer a little bit, sometimes you have fun, or you or went through. You went through a funny or comic episode or embarrassing episode. Comic or embarrassing episode. You can say, I suffered, I lived, I went through an embarrassing episode, a comic episode. So let's see if you can write that. Okay.
We need to write, teacher, or only we need to say?
Well, if you prefer, you can either say it or you can write it. It's probably easier to make corrections in a written piece of paper,
Okay,
but
teacher.
yeah, probably it's a little bit better to do it in writing, please.
Okay.
Uh,
Mm,
Hmm, I can say something, teacher.
Yes, yes, Mitch. Go ahead.
Maybe it could be the time that my little brother was reported in the school because he was bringing plastic nails, that kind of plastic nails of postizas.
Okay.
Eh, and he was acting like a drag queen in the classroom, and then he tried to put that plastic nails to the teacher that who which he was regañándolo,
Scolding him. Scolding him.
scolding him. Uh-huh. And Mm, and he was trying and trying to put him the plastic nails, but the teacher just get mad and report him.
Scolded him.
That was very funny.
Okay, that was an amazing story. Yeah, right. That. Yeah, that's an amazing story. Very funny.
Based in true states.
Wow,
Okay.
that's so funny.
Finish, teacher.
Finished.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So can you read it, please?
Yes, sure. When I was 16 years old, I had one of the most embarrassing experience in my life. Maybe for some persons could be something exaggerated, but for me it was horrible. I was at Sirloin Stockade restaurant in Leon. There are three big plates full of food. I went for my fourth plate, and I fell in the middle of all the tables, and some person started laugh. Was so sad.
Started to laugh. Really?
Started
You
to laugh.
fell? You fell in the middle of the tables
Yeah,
by
was
accident, or you fainted, or what happened?
what was for accident, but I think that I forget the word. How do you say trapear, teacher?
Mopping. They were mopping.
They were mopping, and I didn't see the signal that say be cautious, and
Right.
well, I fell down.
Oh, really? Did you hurt
Yeah.
yourself?
No, but the persons when started to laugh was horrible, and that's
Jeez.
enough.
Yeah, that was awful.
That was enough for me.
Yeah, imagine. And did you have any similar experience, Mitch?
Well, of course, I fail a lot of times in front of a lot of people, but I can't say if I don't know how to say acostumbrado.
Used to.
I'm used to fail a lot of times in front of a lot of people, but the reality it's not. Well, but something that comes to my mind it's some situation that happened when I was in third grade of uh, elementary school. Uh, when the children of primary school, after each recess, the teachers file us or nos forman,
Put us in line. Put us in
or
line.
put us in line to do a formation. But I saw one of my classmates was pretty uh, ansioso,
Anxious.
angustia, uh, because but we know that he wants to go to the bathroom,
Okay.
and unfortunately he pee in front of all of us, and I help him saying I I start to to I don't know how to say derramar
To spill.
spill all my bottle of water on him because he was meándose.
He was making number one himself
He was making number one, um,
on
in
himself.
front of all of classmates, and then I start to spilling my water on them. They saying, oh no, sorry, my water, simulating that was just my water and not his number one. Of course, the teacher brought me to the direction, but then he is specific to the teachers that what happened, and pues they leave us free.
Yeah,
But yeah, okay.
you were trying to protect him, not to be so
Uh-huh.
embarrassed. That was very
Uh-huh.
nice, very kind, very noble. Yeah, because it was very embarrassing. So you did the best you could to distract the attention of people so that it didn't
Yeah.
look like he was making on himself. Well, that was very nice. Okay. Good, well, guys, good job. Congratulations. These elements are very important that we are able to um, give definitions, that we can provide descriptions, and then that we can give narrations with the corresponding grammatical elements. Here we need to find the subject, objects, sensation, garment. Here we need to find the adjectives, beautiful, lovely, huge, sweet, smooth. And here, to do the narrations, we need to find the verbs. So we need these three elements to do these three types. I mean, to know them thoroughly in profundity, with depth, to be able to give good definitions, good descriptions, and good narrations. All right. So I think it was a good exercise from you guys.
Teacher, sorry. Could you send us the file of Word?
Oh, this were okay. Of course, yes. Let me save it and I'll send it to you. Of course, yes.
Thank you, teacher,
Yeah.
for
I'm not.
practice and
Yeah,
check
of
all the
course.
verbs and this stuff.
Yes. Let me send it to you. And well, guys, thank you very much. See you next week. And take care. Have a wonderful weekend.
You as well, teacher. Thank you very much. Take care, and I
Time with
hope you
you.
feel better soon, teacher.
Thank you very much. Take care. Bye. Bye. Bye bye, Mitch. Bye,
Take care,
Mickey.
teacher.
Have a nice
See you.
day. Bye.
Bye bye.